Hello, hello, hello. I'm very happy to see you, my friend. How are you? Tired from the trip? Don't worry. We have all the time in the world to enjoy the sights and sounds. You have chosen a perfect place for a vacation. I will show you a side of Finland that not many people know about. We might not know each other yet, but I think we will become great friends during your time here. You were dropped off at the main camping site. This place is usually full of tourists and campers, but it's hunting season now, so we should have the reserve to ourselves. Go ahead and open the outpost.
All right, there you have it. Welcome back, everyone. And today we are here on Revontuli Coast. My last video, I mentioned I was going to be getting into it here. And so here we are. I'm going to try and do something a little bit different because it seems like everybody else out there under the sun is going through and hunting all the animals and trying to get their diamonds and whatnot and exploring the map on their ways. I am going to instead do what I like to do, which is in this case, we're going to go ahead and concentrate on the missions right now. And that helps to open up the map, gets a little bit of experience as well, but it's just kind of for me a more fun way of going about learning and doing things. And also, since I don't have tons and tons of cash at my disposal, it also helps me to get some extra funds available. I mean, I've got several hundred hours of gameplay in, but I still don't have everything uh, unlocked. As far as I don't have all the weapons and things like that at this point. So that's why I like to do these things. Just it helps to get the pretty quick influx of cash, and it's also just kind of fun. So we're gonna go ahead and head over here and start doing all these missions and just tackle what we can here in this session and see how long it takes to get everything done. Oh, ran right on past it. Interesting. Since I'm not seeing anything, it's turning off everything on here.
I have prepared a cabin for you. You can leave your luggage and rest before we head out.
Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and turn on a couple things as we do the missions just so it makes it easier to see stuff as I go along. But most of the time I'm going to want to have like this kind of stuff turned off so it doesn't obstruct the view. But gotta say the reserve is pretty cool to look at. See, that helped. What in the world? Why is that still got the question mark on it? That's a bit odd. So as we're getting ready to go into these things, I wonder how many of these missions are going to deal with the Warden family. Seems like every reserve has got some sort of Warden family bane, and hence it's the reason I created the playlist I have here as well.
Surprise! I baked you a little welcome pastry. Go ahead and try one.
Oh, nice.
Do you like it? They're called runeberry torttu.
Runeberry Toto? I have no idea if I pronounced that correctly. That's kind of crazy. Popular pastry that is eaten on Runeberg Day on the 5th of February. Priest, lyricist, and poet Johann Ludwig Runeberg. Cool. Alright. You can eat more of them.
I know, I can't stop stuffing my face either. They're so delicious. I love them. Human creativity is powerful, don't you think? How can something so tasty be made from a little bit of butter, sugar, and flour? We have a lot of good things to eat in Finland, or as we say, Suomi. I hope you get a chance to try some of our regional foods. You know, I'm always happy to get visitors. And I know you're eager to help around the reserve, but no worries here. It won't be needed. You can just relax and enjoy your vacation. Have you made any plans on what you want to do here? Besides hunting, of course. Let me tell you, in case you haven't made any plans, I have a little idea for you. We are going to see, touch, and taste everything that Revontuli Coast has to offer.
Nice.
But every journey starts with a step. The blue trailhead over there, that is where our trek begins. Now head to the start of the trail.
Wasn't it Capercaillie? Western. Alright, what trail are we heading to here? Let's see. Over that direction. Oh, there we go, that way. Gotcha. Guess we're gonna go hiking. And apparently enjoy some food en route. Oh, cool. Hiking trail charts. Nice. Alright, where are we going? Lead on.
I hereby proclaim the guided tour begins. So our little plan is this. We are going to walk along the blue trail. A nice and brisk walk that will take us through the central part of the reserve. I will be your personal guide, and during the walk I will tell you about worthwhile sights and activities we have here. The path is marked by signs, and there is a trail you can follow. But I will also mark the path on your hunter mate if you get lost. Don't worry, be happy, my friend. You know, I recorded a little tune for this occasion. I put in a mouth harp and drum. I haven't introduced myself yet. My name is Oiva Reijo Ikävalko, and I'm the warden here at Revontuli Coast.
I'm sorry, but don't expect me to repronounce that.
For about 20 years, which is pretty long considering I'm only about 40 years old. Even earlier than that, I was the assistant warden. It's because I like it very much here. It's my hobby and my therapy. I can think better when I'm walking in nature. You know, people watch TV show marathons. I walk marathons in the woods and along the coast. It's the same thing for me. But I also watch TV marathons. I live with my avopuoliso. I'm not sure what the English word is for that. Partner, maybe. Her name is Pirjo, and we have 3 kids together. Lukas, Matti, and Helena. You know, in time of test, family is best. We also have a little dog, a Rottweiler.
That's not little.
What more would be interesting for you to know about me? Oh yes, I love music and instruments, of course. Strangely, I don't really listen to music that much, but I collect instruments and play them. But I think my music is pretty good. Well, yes, pretty good is probably right. Isn't it interesting that almost every situation, mood, or feeling can be framed by a song or melody? I'm very jealous of great musicians. They have such honest expression at their fingertips. If math is the language of the universe, then music has to be the language of people and emotion. And sometimes I talk a lot. The tune I wrote, let me play it for you. What do you think?
Nice jam session. That's funny. At least he's having fun and he enjoys himself. So it said follow the blue path. Looked like it diverged there, but I'm still on blue here according to that. So, and the map looked like it was leading this way.
Ah, here we have our first practical stop of the tour. You should scout the area with the lookout tower. You might find something you want to check out later. During the trek, if you see anything that interests you, animal tracks or something else, feel free to pursue that and come back to the trail when you want. It's your vacation. You're the boss. Ah yes, here we have Revontuli coast. Beautiful trees, lakes and ideas in every direction. It is a
Birds.
small country with a very big heart. I'm looking forward to sharing it with you.
Got one from here. I'll have to go down and find it. Oh, did I not get it? Thought I hit one. Huh. Oh, incoming. Wow, just wasting ammo. Alright, let's move on here, and I think it's probably going to lead us to another outpost, and when I get down there I'm going to probably change the time of the day, so I don't have to deal with doing everything at night right now. At least not until they tell me I have to.
Now that we are further from the camping grounds, the lakes to the south are great to hunt waterfowl. Lucas, my oldest son, likes waterfowl hunting very much. So we wake up early when the weather is still calm and go out. We have a few favorite lakes we visit. Knowing the birds is very important to have a good catch. They all group and fly differently, so I recommend you take your time to identify them before the shooting starts. I don't hunt as much as I used to, but I'm very close friends with the local hunters. I used to hunt a lot when I was younger, but with time I come to enjoy the reserve management side of things, making sure the needs of all the animals and plants are met. When a hunter tells me they've harvested a high-scoring animal, I know it's thanks to Mama Nature and a little thanks to Papa Oiva. But you know, mostly I don't need to do much. I'm just very thankful. I love this place.
Dude, I'd love to have a job like that also, where you just have to like wander around the forest, taking care of things.
Are you starting to get itchy? The Nordic region has more mosquitoes than you might be used to.
Lovely.
That's why the Vikings tried to leave all the time.
Ugh. Can't blame them.
The many bodies of water are a breeding ground for mosquitoes. You know, most people love to hear birds sing. I wonder if there's anybody out there who loves the buzz of mosquitoes. Like a mosquito buzz musician person. Maybe I should record some mosquito sounds. Release something on the internet. Yeah, it's hard to like them, but they have their role in the ecosystem, even if it's not very obvious to us humans. I left some mosquito repellent you can use at a camp near here.
Nice. And we can rest for the evening. Let the mosquitoes fly around and do what they need to do, everything at night, and just avoid us in the morning. Gotta say, for a being at nighttime here, the moon is really bright, and the sky is pretty cool to look at. Pretty nice place. This is the outpost. Campsite.
There you go. No more new itching, only old itching.
It's not the, oh no, we still got a ways to go. Alright, moving on.
Every year we have our own spin on the Big Five challenge, but we call ours Sekalaiset 19.
Okay.
Sounds exciting, right? Well, that's because you don't speak Finnish. It translates to Miscellaneous 19. A nice name for a hunting challenge, you know? Feel free to join in at your own tempo. The competition is basically to snag a gold or better of every animal in the reserve.
Nice.
And if you get tired of shooting and would rather just walk around and appreciate nature through the lens of an observer, we also have a local photo competition. Feel free to take part.
Great, so 2 challenges. Shoot a gold of every animal and photograph a bunch of animals. Wow. Wow. Oh, that'll be nice time consuming. It kind of reminds me of the Hirschfeld and Leighton missions a bit, brings it back to that.
I've also marked out the highest point in the reserve. I'm up there at least once a month. It's the perfect getaway when I want to have a man date with myself.
Huh.
I'll pack my favorite cheeses, some savory pastries, and maybe a beverage, and head out there to survey the lands under my care. A spiritual power trip, really.
That's pretty cool. The hiking trail takes you up a cliff here and lets you look over the forest. It's really cool.
Do you want to know my top 3 cured meats of all time? Graavilohi, which is cured salmon, and kuivaliha, or any jerky, and jamon iberico. You know, iberico is really nice, but I don't eat it very often, so maybe it's not good to have it on my top list. I'll change iberico to bacon.
Bacon.
Bacon always works.
So funny. Got some interesting sounds at night here. It's pretty cool.
These lakes and streams have salmon, pike, perch, rainbow trout, and how do you say this fish? Kuha. It's like the mix of the pike and perch. Yes, Zander. Finland is really top of the notch for fishing. I've got a few pikes in the lake you're walking past right now. They were like 14 kilos or 30 pounds. It could have been the same one, since I always release the pike we catch. I don't know about you, but I think they are not very good to eat. My kids prefer salmon, so we usually fish for that when looking for Tuesday dinner. For the fish and chips person, there is also cod, out in the archipelago. Or other whitefish like halibut and flounder. You should come by the house. I'll cook fish and chips. I think you will like my batter. I use a secret ingredient in it. Because, you know, you have to respect the batter for good fish and chips.
Sounds good to me, man. I'm over. Also sounds an awful lot like it's a lot of prep work for Call of the Wild Angler, which I'm looking forward to. That'd be pretty fun. You know, when EW put out the survey asking about things like if we'd be interested in hiking and mountain biking and things like that, honestly wasn't quite sure how hiking would be, but doing it, actually actively participating in this mission here and staying on the trail and hiking and just like wandering around as he's guiding me is actually kind of cool. I'm enjoying it. I don't know if a full game per se would happen out of it, but doing it over and over and over again. But it's possible, I guess. But this is pretty cool. Still following the blue trail. Which is what we're supposed to be doing with the hunter. It'd be kind of cool if the actual trail you're on here was representative of a in reserve map that actually showed you the trail colors as opposed to just the little black dots there. That'd be kind of cool. But it's still pretty fun little doing this.
Here we are, and just in time for a break. We are building a new sauna out here. Not a lot of things beat having a nice sauna bath close to a lake. Have you ever had the opportunity to try a sauna? If not, there is no better place than here. I can't begin to tell you how much I love a sauna. Not just because it's relaxing, but I have so many memories from my childhood. I remember my brothers and I having snowball fights during our sauna breaks. The last time we had a snowball fight, I remember I slipped on an icy patch and fractured my tailbone. I think I was 8 years old. There are just so many good things about the sauna. The nakedness, the connection to nature, and how it allows you to center yourself, and how sacred that is. I don't know who said it, but it truly is a church of nature. I actually proposed to my partner after a sauna. She said no, but somehow we ended up together anyway.
So funny.
Guess the nakedness helped. If you feel like trying it out, go ahead. I've marked the location on your hunter mate.
I was gonna say I saw it over off the side. So we're heading to the sauna. The sauna. Took me a second there to figure out what he was saying initially. So cool. Whoa! I got a Canada goose in there somehow. I got a lynx too. What in the world? Apparently, you don't have to be super close to them to get the photographs. I don't know if that's intentional or if that's a glitch, but definitely right now it's a lot easier than they were on Leighton and Hirschfelden. Let's test this again, see if I get it. Boom! Don't even see it. Oh, and I got a brown bear too. 2 for 1.
Oh, it seems the construction guys aren't finished with installing the heater. The rocks there need to be placed on the heater. Do you mind doing it?
And a bean goose. I'm just getting like all that stuff I need to for the photograph portion of it. Totally unintentional. Guess as long as I'm aimed the direction that they're in and they're around.
These rocks are what is usually used in saunas. It's called diabase or dolerite. It's suitable because it's odorless, it's cut to the correct size, and doesn't crack because of heat. A form of diabase was used to build Stonehenge. Isn't that neat? How different cultures find use for the same material. We use it to get hot, they use it as a monolithic calendar. There is also a bird's whisk on the wall there if you want. It smells wonderful. Go ahead, place the rocks on the heater and the sauna will be ready.
Nice. Oh, suppose we should close the door here for this sauna. Sauna. Heat bath. Oh, look at that. Rest. You can use it to change the time of the day. That's so
Did you like it?
cool.
Maybe I will join next time. I will bring sausage and something to drink.
Alright, so I did use it to change the time of the day here. So it's like at least brighter out. But that was pretty cool. It's kind of fun that you can like use the sauna to change your time of day. That's pretty fun. Alright, so we're gonna continue on the blue trail. I didn't realize. Alright, so that's what he looks like. Again, not that I could pronounce the guy's name, and I'm so sorry. I don't mean to like want to not call you by your name, but I'd butcher it. I'm so sorry. It's a bike. Like I should be in Generation Zero right now. So, gotten what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things marked off so far, and it's been completely by accident. I didn't even see any of them up close. They were all like hidden behind trees, like I, I don't know how many meters away.
This is one of my favorite places on the Blue Trail. These two lakes are kept from one another by a little stretch of land. They only meet when it rains. It's a romantic tragedy of nature. I've read a few times that Finland is at the top of lists that rank happiness. And I think I'm at the top of the list of Finns when I'm in places like this. You know, it's not only the beauty, it's the way nature shapes this landscape without any real end goal in mind. It's incidental beauty. Or to think about it in another way, is it perceived as beautiful by anything other than humans? What factors have made us appreciate this? Does a monkey climb a tree only to pick the fruit? Or does he also take a second to appreciate the view? The way nature fits it all together is funny to me. Have you heard the quote from Edison? I have not failed. I have just found 10,000 ways that won't work.
Yeah, I've heard that one.
Describing his method for creating something is perhaps close to how evolution works. Nature needed countless mutations to create a thing that contemplates how many times it needs to create another thing. I wonder if you could call Edison's various attempts as him using his imagination and creativity. Could you then call nature's evolution and mutation as a manifestation of its creativity? But is evolution's creativity like a child painting or like an inventor finding ways that don't work? I think I need a long walk to think about this some more.
I know I'm going to cause a little bit of controversy here, but that's assuming you believe in the whole aspect of evolution over versus creation. So I think that's up to a person's perception of things.
I've seen a lot of brown bears to the north of here. There are rumors of a great big unique looking bear in the region.
Oh.
I have never seen it myself, and I'm not sure if it's true or not. Maybe you could go and check it out.
No way.
You know, in old Finnish mythology, the bear is a very sacred animal. We say karhu in Finland. When a bear was harvested, a great feast was held in its honor. And part of the celebrations was about convincing the bear spirit it had died by accident and not been killed. This was done so that the bear spirit would not try to seek revenge. Afterward, the community would help the bear spirit return to the forest so they would continue to be game in the future. For other communities, the bear was a son of a god and was symbolically married to a maiden to make a bear god happy. Waking up on a Wednesday and hearing the good news, you're being married to a grizzly today. Have you written your vows? We might not have a lot in common with ancient people, but hunting and celebrating the harvest is something we've been doing for many millennia. That emotion and activity ties us directly to the hunters that came before us. You know, it takes a while to sink in. You are doing and feeling the same exact thing hunters 5,000 years ago might have felt.
No way. So did he just say that the Great One is a bear? I wonder if the Great One's a bear for the reserve. That would be so cool.
The last ice age created a lot of amusing landmarks on the Finnish landscape. I've marked their location on your hunter mate, so you can check them out. Apart from natural landmarks, there are a few man-made ones here as well that I think would be worth visiting. I recommend you to check them out if you happen to be close to one of them.
Love to. Surprised the white-tailed deer's still there. I just shot one, so I'm gonna go claim it, but I figured I'd get the screenshot real quick. Definitely, I think a glitch in the game, but I'll take advantage of it right now. Oh, this is so funny. There's my whitetail. I got a gold. That's so cool looking. Alright, moving on. Portion of Revontuli really reminds me a lot of Timber Gold Trails off a Classic, and that part of Yukon I made a video about, but it's like one of my favorite sections or favorite maps in Classic is Timber Gold. This is just beautiful. I love it. It's so cool. Another one.
Just northeast of here, up the cliff is a lookout tower. This trail does not get any closer, so if you want to use it, now is a good time. Come back here when you want to continue the trail.
Wow, look at all those things that are marked out. What in the world? Oh, broken. Definitely broken. What was up with like all these markers out there? It's like it revealed every single mission thing for me at once.
We are pretty close to halfway through the Blue Trail now. Have you been enjoying yourself so far?
Yes,
You know, there are
totally.
plenty more trails to walk on. For example, the Yellow Trail takes you through the hills. My personal favorite, the one me and Pirjo take when we want a long walk with Holly, is the Red Trail. It's a bit of a trek, but it goes down through the archipelago. Pirjo is an oceanologist, so we can mix business with pleasure and bring our binoculars for some bird watching. We have many different species of birds that visit us. I don't remember the names of the birds in English. We have the metsähanhi and the tukkasotka. And yes, this one I know. We have the golden eye, which I remember because Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce
He's
Bronson.
good James Bond. And maybe you know, birds can't keep secrets, so if you listen, you can usually hear them long before you see them. When I want to get really close to them, I usually use a bolt blind. We have them available in the shop if you want to use one. Talking about birds reminds me of a song me and Pirjo made together a few days ago. We recorded the call of some birds and made this. It's very short, but I think it turned out funny. Let me put it on.
Great, another song.
Good, right? Pirjo is very talented.
This guy's hilarious. I love him.
You know, west of here is a lookout tower, and northwest of that there is an outpost. It's a bit of a walk, but you can visit them now if you want. Or we can just continue on the Blue Trail.
No, I think I want to go claim that. Claim this little outpost campsite. That's so cool. Whoa.
You know, this country has a history of high accuracy riflemen. And I believe it is important that a hunter is a few things. Firstly, somebody that respects and understands the tick and talk of nature and our place in it. Secondly, somebody that gives as much as he takes in life. And thirdly, a good shot. You know, nature doesn't really mind suffering, but we don't need to add to it. I've set up a few targets for you to test your aim. Go to the rock circle to start.
Ah, didn't get a good shot on it. Fortunately, I don't want to chase him down right now, so hoping to just drop him, but that's not the case. It's not what happened. So now we're doing target practice. That's like a parquet, I believe. Yep, here's a ring.
Let's start with an easy 150 meters. You can use whatever weapon and scope you want.
Oops, jumped the gun.
Go
There
to
we
the
go.
next rock circle.
Well, that looks like a vital hit, though. I'll have to go get him after all.
Not a lot to say about this distance. 200 meters or 219 yards. You probably take most of your game at this distance. If you're not zeroing your scope, remember to compensate for the drop by shooting slightly above the target.
Alright, let's see if we can find the target. Up there it is. Alright. And the dog's in the way. Rascal, seriously, move. Hyperion first. Oh, looks like the next one's this way. Yeah. Got another one.
Here we go. 250 meters. Somewhere around here is where wheat is separated from the chaff.
I think I heard over this way. Hello, bear. Dog. 250. I think that would be it. Oh, there it is. Got it. Alright, cool.
Hienosti! Nice that you are not chaff.
Huh. Yeah. When you saw how many shots I missed at trying to get to that point. Alright. Next. What, this way?
300 meters or 328 yards. Imagine the old days, trying to hit this distance with an iron sight.
No way. I did that one iron sight on, I think it was Leighton. That was a challenge. Alright.
Mahtava! I'm glad you have good aim. You know, I've been thinking of investing in a shooting range. It would be a good activity for our visitors and a source of revenue for the reserve.
Like
And
shotgun?
down the line, a win for the animals, right? This has given me new energy to look into it. Thank you. Let's head back to the trail.
Maybe a shotgun shooting range? I know a lot of people have been clamoring for that. Be able to do like clay pigeons and things. So yeah, invest in that there.
I have a riddle for you. In the misty Finnish mountains, there is a village of magical squirrels.
Magical squirrels.
When they are born, they are randomly given a red or blue hat from their squirrel parents. A squirrel never knows the color of its own hat, and there are no reflective surfaces in the squirrel village. From a young age, they are taught a secret sorting rule that allows them to correctly sort themselves according to the color of their hat. Once a year, the squirrels have a ceremony. They all gather in the village center in a way that they can all see each other. They take a good look at each other and individually perform the sorting rule. Then they close their eyes and walk to the left or right end of the center. After a short while they walk back, mix and open their eyes again. How do they manage to sort themselves without making any mistakes? What is the rule? I'll give you a second to think about it.
All right, that's an interesting rule. I think I've heard something like that before, but right now I don't want to fry my brain trying to figure it
Any
out.
ideas?
No.
Here are a few clues. The answer is rational and logical. These are squirrels we're talking about. The number of squirrels doesn't matter, but to keep it practical, let's say it's any number between 5 and 10. It's something about counting, odds and evens. Try to put yourself in the shoes of one of these squirrels. Why would you arrive at a different number than another squirrel? Are you getting close to the answer?
No, I'm not.
Here's a big clue. If everybody counted the same color, let's say blue, what number would squirrels that have a blue hat get opposed to the red squirrel?
Normally I like trying to figure these things out, but honestly, it's like late in the evening here for me, and I'm just tired, so I don't even want to try it at this point.
We are getting close to the end of the tour. This section is the easiest. What were your favorite parts of the trek? People usually like the lake views. From the ground, you might not see that there are a lot of lakes in Finland, but from above, the countryside shimmers. You know, Finland is known as the land of 1,000 lakes, but more correct would be the land of about 190,000 lakes.
A lot.
A paradise for the hunter, the fisher, the poet, and the mosquito.
Mosquito.
To make it easier to move around, we have boats stationed at the bigger lakes. Feel free to use them when you need to cross from one shore to another. I thought it would be nice to rest your legs and take the last part of the trek in a boat. That's the end of the Blue Trail and our trek. I hope you enjoyed the walk and our chat.
Yeah, it's pretty
It
cool.
was fun getting to know each other, and I hope you will always have a positive view on Revontuli Coast. Do you mind if I play a little tune I wrote for the occasion?
Go for it. That's nice. It's the reserved theme song. Nice. So that was the main mission. That was the whole thing. It was just a hike around the reserve. I gotta say that was fun. I got like a big grin on my face. I've had the grin on my face, I think, ever since the mention of a great one bear, which is like pretty cool. But I've had fun on this whole venture, this journey here. This was really really kind of cool. So and we got what a couple of side missions here. I got a whitetail along the way. Um, all these photographs here that I never got anywhere near close to any of them, I don't think, and yet they're all marked off. Definitely got to be a glitch in the game. But it's helped it to get that many of it so far. And then got some other things here to do, so to visiting. So I'll probably try to work on the side missions more in another video. But I think that's where I'm going to end it here for right now. And yeah, this was pretty fun. I had a good time. Um, Lots of good things going on there with like the sharpshooting missions, kind of like in Parquet. Yeah, this is really cool, and all his musical talents. That was kind of funny to listen to him, and it's just he's like a really cool character. So I gotta say, if that's what it's like for people over in Finland, I wish I lived there myself. So it's pretty cool to be able to enjoy this reserve the way it is right now. But anyways, I thank you guys for joining me. And again, if you like the videos, let me know. Do the thumbs up, leave comments, and subscribe. You know, all the usual. So I appreciate your time, and I hope you all have a good one. Y'all take care. Bye.
Answer to the squirrel riddle.
What? No, he's talking to me.
Here it is. If all the squirrels count the same color, let's say blue, then the blue squirrels will always arrive at one amount less than the reds, because a blue can't count his own hat. They can therefore divide themselves according to odds and evens. Elegant rule, right? These squirrels are a clever bunch of critters.
I'm glad he answered it. I like stopped the recording and almost missed it. So funny. Thanks, bud.